Oh my gosh, so when do these pit of lies ever cease to amaze us?
It's times like this when I feel and wish that my sister and I were still close.
Those who believe or that want to be in Delulu land when it comes to Tia and Tamara. Well, in my humble opinion, I'm just giving my opinion once again from my point of view. But Tia, you always worked to be that girl, the cool girl, the in crowd, to be accepted. Like, this is me. I am the down home girl. But girl, look, who cares? You ain't got no rhythm. You ain't got no soul to it. You may have wore your hair a certain way. Maybe it didn't swing like you wanted to. Maybe you used a little bit more grease than Tamara. So maybe you felt like you had a little cookout pass more so than her. Because then too, you was married to Corey Hardrick. Well, you messed that up. Okay, I'm just going to be real about it. Because the only mouth we heard concerning this marriage and what happened, you discussing your money, what you put out there, how you was tired. But as we see now, Corey doing okay. He ain't had nothing to say. He taking care of his kids and still having a relationship, co-parenting with you healthy while you busy making these little videos. How you done graduated to the next level by no longer being in a marriage that was no longer benefiting you, while you got your twin sister over there living her life. If she is having some issues with Adam, we don't know about it. If something is spiraling out of control about her kids, they minors. We don't need to know nothing about that. If the woman can cook, if she can't cook, last I knew she could, we don't need to know nothing about that. And last I knew, not every great dish turns out great because you might be having one of them days. We just didn't need to know about it. But nah, Tia, you want to go there about you as Melody and how Melody would have handled it when you was on that prime time show. And now that you got this new reality show coming out talking about your relationship with your twin sister, you would like to talk to her more than what you really do, and how sad, how pitiful it really is. Girl, I don't believe you. I think you probably hollered at Twin and was like, look, you know how the business goes. I need to market this and say that I wish that we were talking, and I wish that it was comfortable like that for me to pick up the phone and have that sister contact conversation. Well, welcome to the real world. Just because y'all was in Hollywood, just because y'all sisters and y'all happen to be twins, family relationship situations happen. Sit up here and think you're going to take it on, I don't know, a reality show and think you're going to benefit off of that. Maybe you think you might get a spinoff of it. It can get worse. Tia, it can get worse. But because there is such a thing, you already know, girl, as NDA, non-disclosure agreements. Why would your twin, Tamara, supposed to have known that you even was doing a reality show until after the fact that it was filmed? Now, maybe by that time, okay, y'all done filmed it. You was able to say some things, possibly, you know, all things alleged. I'm just talking maybe to your mama, maybe your mom or your dad mentioned it to Twin, because you the one been out here promoting it, saying how many days is left. But maybe it might be a bonus clip in there that you and your sister had a chance to talk and maybe freeze off. Maybe it might be a pivotal moment for some other sisters out here that may need to heal. But Tia, you was always trying to play yourself as the one, that one, like the go-to one, the cool one, the one in church, the one that could do no wrong, the one that did speak out, the one that was more boisterous, the one who could get guys, the one who had the car that she had, the one that guys were attracted to. While Tamara was kind of like the one, just kind of like doing her thing, didn't have to be outspoken, just living her life how she chose to live it, meaning it didn't have to be out in the open or very boisterous. You know, y'all was going to church, y'all was sitting up here going to one of the biggest mega churches in Carson, I believe, under McClendon. And then he had his controversy of things that did happen. And then y'all had y'all controversy of things that, you know, was alleged about y'all while y'all was going to that church. But who knows what really went down. But now that your show is about to come out, I don't know if people are saying that, oh, you need to get these ratings up. Well, what ratings? The show ain't even out yet, is it? I thought it was. I thought I just missed it. You need to make some climate around this show. You need to make it shake. Corey is going on with his life, so maybe we can go back to the days of you and Tia and Tamara. Tia, doggone it, don't you dare let Hollywood destroy your family dynamics relationship with your twin. Tia, you have come too far by faith at this age to be sucked in to this rhetoric, this messy mess that Hollywood has to offer. You've made it too far to put out any of the family business secrets. I'm still kind of upset with you, Tia. I like you. I think you are the goofy one, that you are the one that I do identify with, but at times I have to call you out because you just that girl to me. I have to do it, but I still say possibly your marriage could have been saved. Because I look at Megan Good and I'm like, okay. Although Megan Good is not married to Jonathan, Jonathan is down right now. Is it possible that they can make some money together? I don't know. But is it possible? Was it possible that you and Corey could have made some money together if you thought he didn't have the money? I think so, girl. You done invested 2 kids with this man. Why wouldn't you want to see him win? Don't tell me you that broke down jealous in your mind. Don't tell me somebody got a hold of your mind in Hollywood and had you thinking that the divorce was the best thing possible for you. And you see how it's working out. And now they're about to have you put on this silly behind dating show. And that's going to be made a mockery. After all, Tia, did you really need the money that bad? It just wasn't that bad. But you don't want to be that girl, pick him up from the bus stop. But who cares? You know, you don't go into Hollywood having it created for you. Especially not in that case. Now, maybe some do go in a situation where it's already made. They got the script already ready for you. They got the trailer for you. Lights, camera, action. But he still made a way for himself. But as they say, as Hollywood continues to have the curtains peeled back, and I'm loving it, it's not what you think. You still need a survival job. How about a job, period? Because think about it. You're not working a 9 to 5 because you have to be available to go to auditions. But let's say you have a 2nd-hour shift. Okay. 3rd-hour shift. Okay. You can get to that job. But during the day, your hours have to be free because you have to get to the auditions and possibly tape on set, depending on, is it a daytime commercial? But if it's like a movie, then ain't no telling what hours. Those might be a movie or a television show. But there again, that's another sacrifice that you have to make. And how far are you willing to go and to accept the humiliation that comes with it? T.I., at this point, I'm wondering, was anybody encouraging you to get a divorce? Or is this something that you wanted to do because you thought the man was going to come running? And now look, like I said, he running along, not running along, but he's trucking along with his own life, and you're doing reality, which is fine. Did you really need the money? Is Corey going to be a part of this? I can't wait to see. Is he going to get a check? Is them kids going to get a check? They probably are, because Tia, you should know the game by now. Get money, but to what extent? Why are you putting your family out there? Now you dragging your sister into it, talking about your relationship. Girl, deal with that behind the scenes. Ain't nobody got time for that. Not in this day and time. Somebody need to be real. Because people got their own relationships. And it could be a situation where, you know what, you need to get that one of them counselors, psychiatrists on there and let you and your sister work it out. Maybe that might give some hope to the current generation or the generations that's to come or the ones that are much older. Get it right with family, because at the end of the day, I think it just doesn't compare. But I get it. Some people are dealt a bad hand when it comes to family. But if it can be worked out, work it out, girl, with your twin. It ain't that bad, I'm sure.